Hello everyone, I'm back with yet another video with the blessings of Goddess Vaitara, and today we together are going to do a pick a card reading revealing our darkest sides, that is fears. What are your fears, or what is your fear, and from where did this fear originated, and how we can tackle this fear. So these things we are going to discuss in today's pick a card reading. Usually I have three sets of cards, but today I have four sets of cards because fear is the principle of life. There is nobody who is like will be able to say I have no fear. Everybody has fear or something or other. The list is endless. We have physical fears, we have psychological fears, we have fears deep in our conscious, and we have fear of darkness, we have fear of ghosts, paranormal activities, we have fear of rejection, we have fear of security, we have fear of losing our assets, our property, losing our loved ones, and the list is endless. So let's bring our fears to the surface and let's see how we could do. So I have put some images on the piles. Can you see? On the stack 1 I have it's a bride. On stack 2 it's a flower, a beautiful flower. On stack 3 leopards, and here I have a woman with a flute. Okay, so use your intuitions, and whichever pile you're drawn to is your pick a card reading for unleashing your fears and solutions to tackle your fears. You can do meditation for a couple of seconds, and whichever pile you're drawn to is your reading for today. And there is no right or wrong way of like choosing a pile. Okay, so use your intuitions and follow your intuitions, and let's begin with pile 1. So let me keep this piles aside. This is pile 2, last pile, that is pile 4, and this is the third pile, and this is the second pile. And let's start with those who have chosen pile 1. So I'll keep this card here. Okay, so let's start spreading the card. This card, this I will open at the end, so I'm keeping this aside. So let's first we have the Magician. I'll turn it to the camera. 8 of Wands, the Emperor, and we have 8 of Cups. So these are the cards. Those who have chosen pile 1. Okay, so what are your fears? Are your fears physical or psychological, or related to things? What actually your fears are? Okay, so 8 of Cups, and here we have 8 of Wands. So look at the synergy of the numbers. Here also I have 8, and here also I have 8. So Cups is water energy, so you may be a Pisces, a Scorpion, or Cancer. And with the Wands, Wands is a fire energy, so those who have chosen stack 1, you could be an Aries, a Sagittarian, or a Leo. Okay, so let's begin with the 8 of Cups. What is your fear? Okay, look at this card. There's a moon here, a full moon, but the moon looks gloomy, like it's been masked. The actual moon is behind, and this is the mood of the mind, the mood of the moon, you can say. Okay, how you perceive the moon. The moon is embodiment of beauty, but you perceive it very gloomy, very sad. Okay, so your biggest fear is Eight of Cups. This card is all about, your nature. And the intuition I'm getting from this card is your nature is quite introverts. You have very less or very few friends, and you are less talkative, and you try spending time alone. Sometimes it becomes a matter of concern. You are again and again thinking, like, why I'm not able to move casually as my other friends do, why I can't socialize with people. But actually, what you think your fear is actually not your fear. Being introvert is not at all an abnormal thing. It is a good thing, and you do socialize, you do like to talk to people, you do like to party with people, you do like to travel with your friends, but your vibes should match, your energy level should match. You are so very matured, you are so very practical that you don't find interest to get participated in silly conversations or with people who are very self-centered, because you're very, very practical, you're an empath, and that quality of you makes you an introvert. So you got this tag of you're introvert from the society, and you start believing it, and finally it became a illusion in your mind. The whole movement of fear has been created from people who gave you the tag that you are introvert. Actually, there is nothing like being introvert or being an extrovert. Okay, these are just words, so you don't have to give the words so much focus. So just think that what cards are saying me, what this card is saying me, that this is not your fear. Okay, this is not your fear. What your brain is saying you, what your the head is saying you, that you are an introvert, you cannot mix up with people, you are good for nothing, you are not normal. So don't listen to it. This is not at all your fear. Okay, and even if you're not convinced by the cards, we will see what you can do to tackle this or come out of this situation. Okay, enjoy the beauty of the moon. Understand? So you have done everything. You have filled in your cups with your deeds, with your actions, with your good wills, and with your maturity, and with your practical way of looking at the world things. So you have done your work. You're doing your work, and you have to keep doing your work, but make your mood happy. Do not listen to your heart. When you have your head saying something and your heart saying something, then you have to listen to your heart. That is your responsibility as a spiritual being. Okay, do not listen all the time to your head. Okay, so this shouldn't be your fear. What card says is this shouldn't be your fear, and from this originates your other fear, that is Eight of Wands. Wands is a fire energy, and this card brings about a movement, a change. Okay, and here this cards, you have a fear of losing your loved one, maybe a girlfriend, or maybe your love interest, or maybe someone who you love very much, or you have the fear of being rejected, not being loved. Okay, that is conveyed in another way. So don't worry if you have that fear in your mind, because that is the space of origin for all the fears. Okay, so if you have fear of not being loved or fear of rejection from your loved one, then Eight of Wands brings in the energy of movement and a change, a positive change, a good news. Okay, so the love which you are seeking will be coming to your life, moving into your life, and once that will happen, maybe your fear will be suppressed. And one more thing, there is nothing like tackling your fears one by one. Okay, first I will remove this fear of like my introvert nature, then I will remove the fear of then I'll look into do something which by which I can impress my loved one. No, you have to tackle all your fears together. It's a movement, movement of removing all your fears, so that you can bring your mind, you can keep your mind silence still. At least you can make it listen to your heart. You say just listen to the heart, or you have to be to you. Otherwise, my dear brain, I am not going to listen to whatever tactics you play with me. So how to tackle this fears of yours? The first fear is that of your nature, which is not actually the fear, and the second fear of not being loved or being rejected or losing your loved one. So some magic will happen. And what is that magic? This loved one will come into your life, and they will assure you, and they will convince you, and they will give you so much love. The love is coming in the abundance, and this abundance of love will turn into the magic, and your fear will be removed, eradicated completely out of your brain wires. Okay, and also before this happens, maybe this could happen first, and one more thing that could probably happen to you is through discussing your fears or your concerns or your future plans, or whatever bothers you, whatever pricks your mind, with some elderly person in your family. The emperor is a very mature person, a very balanced person, and who could maybe probably suggest you some very good advices. Okay, and through his endeavors and through his suggestions, maybe this magic will happen. The love of your life, your love interest, the love is getting into your life in abundance. 8 of Wands promises abundance of love moving into your life. So I hope your fears will be taken care of or tackled in that way. Okay, let's see what else could help you tackle your fear. And this card is all about that. Wheel of Fortune. So I told you, you're doing all your actions, you're doing all your deeds, you have filled in your cups properly, you have balanced your cups properly, you have directed your wands, your direction is right, and your elders, your ancestors are helping, and your love, the magic of love is coming into your life. And the whole process, the Wheel of Fortune, which is continuous, which is vicious, the Samsara Chakra, this will move according to its own pace. Okay, nobody can change its decision. So this will move. The Wheel of Fortune is moving, the dharma, the righteousness is moving in its own path. It's balanced, and your fears will be taken care by the Samsara Chakra or the Wheel of Fortune. So that is for those who have chosen pile 1. So I hope you have understood what your fears are and how you can come over your fears. So, and your fears are actually emotional fears. Okay, so let's move those who have chosen pile 2. I'll keep these cards here only. That is the flower. Okay, the flower goes here, the flower card. So let's see those who have chosen pile 2, what are your fears? Okay, from where they originated and what could be done to tackle them. The first card I have is the High Priestess. I'll keep it here. And the second card is 8 of Pentacles, the Tower, and 10 of Cups. Okay, so let me keep this like this. Okay, when I look into these cards, what energy I'm getting is actually this is fear of most of us, especially who are a family man, a family person. This is the basic fear or basic concern of all the family people, like those who have loving families, you know. So maybe here I have cups here. Can you see here? 10 of cups and 8 of pentacles. So these are your fears, and these fears have processed in such a huge way. The moment of fear has built up a tower in your brain, and you feel like you're falling off the tower every time, and also you are pulling others, so your fears are, you know, scattered, like your tower is breaking and there's a fire, it's raining and it's thundering, and this is the picture of your fear which is freaking you out. It is like, you know, very, very scary, you know. People are falling off, it's raining, there's a fire, there's an earthquake, and all this is happening in your brain because of the so-called fear. And your fear is actually about the physical security of your family, and also about your business or your job. So 8 of pentacles, this pentacle is a source of wealth, is a source of riches, is a source of material pleasures or income in your life. And this card says that you're very, very skillful, you're very creative, and you're into some creative business. Whatever you do, you're very, very good at it, but you fear of competition, and you fear what happens if I am not able to compete in the future. What happens if I am not able to earn the money which is needed for the living of my family, happily living of my family? What will happen if someday I am not able to fulfill my family's needs, my children needs? There's a happy picture here, everybody is happy. So what happens if someday like, you know, my social status is gone, my security is gone? What if I am not able to earn a living? Like, I am as I see in the cards, everything is fine, you're doing your job and you're enjoying your family life, but behind the scene, this picture is always emerging in your brain, and this is freaking you out. You know, you fear of not being able to compete, not being able to earn well, or not being able to achieve every material pleasures which you want to get in your life, and you are afraid of not able to give your family everything what they needed. This is maybe you with your spouse, and your children are playing. And 10 also indicates here that something is going to end. Okay, 10 indicates the completion of a cycle. So maybe this fear of you is going to end. Okay, and how you are going to tackle your fear? Who will help you to tackle your fear? Okay, so I hope you have understand what your fear is. Your fear is about your social security, your status, your wealth, your earnings, the happiness of your family. Okay, whether you'll be able to fulfill your family needs, whether you'll be able to secure the future of your kids, secure the future of your spouse, and whether you'll be able to give them whatever they desire for, and whether you'll be able to compete and show your skills and talents like smoothly, or or somebody will give you a tough competition, and you will not be able to earn the way you want to earn. And actually this fear is made up made up by you, because you're so much concerned about your family and about your job or your business, your earnings and your wealth and your status, that this freaking picture emerges in your mind again and again, and you give it so much space and you give it so much focus and so much importance that this could lead to serious problems like anxiety and stress. Actually, the fear has not yet emerged, but you are trying to germinate the seed of fear and giving it everything to grow into a sapling, into a big tree actually. So cut the roots, cut the grass, put the chemicals which will kill the grass, which will kill the roots. Okay, and who will take you out of this problem? How can you actually, your fear, how can you tackle your fear? So the high priestess is a very, very feminine energy of she is of very great value. She is awakened. She has so much knowledge and intelligence, and she could be the motherly figure in your life. It could be the feminine energy, who is very, very intelligent, who is very, very thoughtful, and she will help you to come out of your fear. She will help you to tackle your fear. And can you see here, she is holding a deck of tarot. Can you see her? She is holding a deck of tarot here. So this tarot reading, this session of tarot reading could also be the solution for you to come out of your fear, because through tarots you will be able to tackle your fear. After watching this video or after watching this pile 2 reading, you will be able to come out of your fear. Actually, you're making everything up. It's an illusion, it's an imaginative fear. So it will be very easy for you to come out of this fear, and I hope by now you have understood what actually your fear is. It is not even the picture, but it is just been illusion in your mind. It's an imaginative fear. And definitely this tarot card reading will help you to come out of this fear, tackle your fear. And there is one more hope which will help you come out of your fear, and that is the Lovers, the Purush and the Prakriti, the masculine and the feminine, the complete the Lovers. Okay, so here also this is repeated. Okay, the Lovers is repeated. So maybe by offering prayers to Lord Krishna, if you believe in Lord Krishna, or just by taking his name, you can be easily able to tackle and eliminate and eradicate and throw away all your fears, make your mind free of fears, at least this fear of yours. Okay, so Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita said that in the Kali Yuga, the human beings will be so much busy that they don't have time for anything. So he have given a simple solution. Just by chanting my name, the human being will be able to come out of all the suffering. And the simple mantra is Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. So that you can do that. Take the name of Lord Krishna, do everything, thank him, do things in the name of Lord Krishna, surrender yourself to the supreme energy, the supreme God, the supreme Bhagwan, and everything will be taken care of. So Lord Krishna will help you to come out of these fears of yours. So that is for those who have chosen pile 2. So the mantra Hare Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Radhe Radhe, Krishna Arpanam. Okay, let's move to pile 3, the leopards. Those who have chosen the leopards, let's begin with your reading. What are your fears? What is the origin of your fears, and how you can be able to tackle with them? Who will help you? Okay, so this goes there. So this is the card which will be revealed at the last. The first card I have is the Sun. Wow. 6 of Swords. Okay. 8 of Cups. Okay. And I have 7 of Swords. Okay. So look at your fears. Are you able to relate? Can you see the cards? So I have a major card here, the Sun, and I have 1 Six of Swords and two swords, actually two cards of swords, Six of Swords and Seven of Swords. So swords is air energy. Okay, so with these two cards, those who have chosen stack 3 or pile 3 could be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. And also there is one cup here. So the cups is the water sign. So with the cups you can be a Pisces, a Scorpion, or a Cancer. Okay, let's move ahead. So what is, or what are your fears? What are your fears, those who have chosen pile 3? Okay, so I get a very strong intuition that you already know what your fears are, and you are in the process of tackling your fear. You wanted to do something, you are trying to do something so that you can come out of your fears, and there's a whole bunch of fears. Okay, so this is again the problem with most of us. The second pile was also, that is also the fear of most of the people, and this is also the fear of most of us. So you have, look at this card, the eight of cups. You have multiple fears, so many fears. Like you have fears for snakes, you have fear for lizards, maybe for scorpions, and you have fear of losing your wealth, or you have fear of not able to earn the wealth, the property. And also you have and all these fears are giving you making your head like, you know, a big hollow bowl which is filled with darkness. So, and you also have fear of sickness. Okay, and you also have fear of darkness. Can you see here the shadow here? So there are multiple fears, and you know that these fears are, none of them are very serious, or you know that you will be able to. Actually, the fear of snakes and the fear of poisonous insects is not fear. This is something called the self-protective mechanism. When something is going to hurt you, when something is coming to kill you, and you are mechanism, and you have fear for this darkness which you have never confronted. You have fear for some paranormal activities or ghosts. So you have never confronted. You have fear for things which you have never seen. Okay, so, and you have fear maybe of losing your wealth, or you have fear of maybe not able to earning the wealth the way you want, and you have fear of not able to make a big house or get wealth. And these things give you so much of anxiety and so much of stress in your mind. And what I also get from these cards is that you're a very mature person, and you want to come out of all this. And what you did now, you're trying to hold all this movement of fear, and you're trying to you're trying to throw them somewhere. You know, this, can you see here? Someone is sitting with the baggage, you know, a bundle. So you have made a bundle of all these fears, and you want to throw it out, you want to remove it out, you want to eliminate it out, you want to just get rid of and all these fears. So you have started your journey to come out of your fear. So you have made up your mind and your heart so strong that I want to come out of this fear. I don't know who will help me, I don't know how I will tackle it, but I have made a bundle of all these fears and I want to throw it. So this Six of Swords is giving me that promise that you're ready to come out of your all all your fears, okay, and you want to make your mind peaceful. Understand? So that is what I'm getting from these two cards. And from this Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the energy I get from Seven of Swords is that Seven of Swords is this is again a little concern, or your fear is that you have fear of being betrayed, or fear of being deceived, fear of being tricked. You always think that somebody will betray me, or somebody will cheat me, or somebody will deceive me. It could be a close relationship, or a family, or a professional relationship. So you always have the fear of being betrayed, okay. And now what you have done, along with this, you have bundled this betrayal fear also, the fear of getting deceived. This fear also, you have understood that whatever will happen, so you cannot always be live in the fearful situation, freaked out situation. So along with these fears, you have put this deceiving fear also in this bundle, in this baggage, and you have consoled yourself, saying that okay, fine, I'm ready to confess, okay. I just want to get a clean sheet that I am out of all these fears. I don't want to live with these fears anymore. So you are ready to help yourself. So you have found a solution to tackle with your fears. And the Sun is also promising you, the Sun card is also helping you. The Sun card is saying, yes, you will be able to tackle your fears. What you're doing is right. Go ahead, and I will also help you to come out of your fears. I also want you to tackle with your fears. You have already started to fight against them. And please remember that your children will help you. The pets in your house, be around them. They'll also help you for this, against all this, against removing your fears. And Sun being the source of energy, of light and heat, and the possibility of life on the earth. So by spending some time in the sunlight in the early morning, according to your schedule, maybe 2 minutes or 5 minutes, or on weekends for a longer time, so just allow yourself to bathe in the sun, so that each cell of your comes up with a strong, energized and full of positivity. Because sun, scientifically we also know that sun has the ability to synthesize vitamin D. So spend your time with this in the sunlight with your children and your pets, and throw this baggage, okay. That way you can tackle your fear. And if you're a religious person or a spiritual person, you can sit in the sunlight early morning, and you can meditate for 5 minutes maybe, or you can do a Surya Namaskaram, or you can fast. If you believe in fasting, fasting is very healthy for your body and the cell rejuvenation. So you can fast on Sundays in the name of Lord Sun, or Lord Surya Narayan, or the planet Sun. And anyways, you have to be under the protection of the Sun, so that you will be easily able to do what you have already decided to do. And one more promise, one more hope is coming your way. That is this card. Let's see what this card has to say. And let me just flip it around. The Emperor, Purusha. The Emperor is someone who is complete, who is wise, a king. And what intuition I'm getting from this card is, it could be a father, it could be a father figure, it could be your boss who you think as a father figure, okay. Someone who is your role model, the masculine energy, or it can be a guru, or it can be any source which is masculine. So you can discuss your matter of concern with them, and they will help you with good advices and good suggestions, and that will fasten up this process of tackling the fear, fasten up the process of removing this fear from your life. So your fear is actually it's a psychological fear. It's a psychological fear here, and it's emotional fear. So it's a mixture of fears. You have the psychological fears of losing what you have, or of not getting what you desire, and also you have fear for some insects, and this is your emotional fear of pain, of getting betrayed or being deceived or being tricked. So everything is in the baggage bundle, is ready to be disposed. So dispose it off under the guidance of the Supreme Sun and your mentor, or your father, or somebody who is like your father. So that is for those who have chosen stack 3, that is the leopards. Okay, so be under the light of the sun, and you will have a peaceful and a happy mindset. So that is for those who have chosen pile 3. Let's move with the last pile, that is the woman with the flute. Or it's such a beautiful picture. She's so happy. Yeah, let me keep this aside, and this card will come up at the last. So let's see what your fears are. I have 4 of cups, judgment card, 3 of cups, and 2 of cups. So all 3 I have cups here. Cups, cups, cups. And cups is the water energy. So those who have chosen last pile, you are a water sign. You can be a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer. Okay, so let's see what your fears are. Can you relate to the cards? Can you relate to the cards? Do you relate to the cards? Look at the cards. Look at the cards. You are a very socializing person. You are very young. I'm getting the young energy from these cards. Very, very young energy. And you have a life for yourself, and you have life for the society. When you're alone, the 4 of cups indicates this is real you. When you're alone, you are empath, you're sad, you're always thinking about your past, and you always regret of not taking some opportunities which knocked at your door in your past. And you always think that if you would have taken those opportunities, you would have been a different person now, your status would have been different now. And there is somebody who is giving an air to your sadness. Okay, I can see here hands, so they are constantly feeding you with the or making you help remember your past. You could have taken that opportunity, and your life would have been different today. You did a very wrong thing, and this and that. So there is somebody who is helping you or pumping you remember your past and making your sorrows increase. So that is your first fear. You have a fear of actually, is it a fear? Yes, for you it's a fear. You have a fear of regrets. You have fear of not being able to achieve things the way you wanted it. You have fear of missing opportunities in your past. You have this habit of pricking your past. So let bygones be bygones. So you will never be a happy person, always pricking and always leaving your present and living in the past. That is not a good idea. So that is your first fear. And your second fear is actually the judgment card is a very positive card, but you have a fear of being judged by people. Okay, so whatever you do, you have a lot of fear of neighbors or your family members, your friends judging you, like if you are not able to, live up to their expectations, what society will tell me, what people will tell me. So you also have the fear of being judged. But this is your ancestor. This is the ancestor energy which is blowing up this musical instrument and giving you an alarm or making sounds saying that please do not, please, it's an alarm, like wake up, wake up, wake up, come out of your past, wake up, don't bother, just give it a damn, don't worry about what people, how people judge you, do your action, do your deeds, come out of your past. Constantly your ancestors are giving you an alarm, come out, come out, come out, judgment will happen, don't be fearful of being judged. And this is your life with your friends, social life, you're enjoying with your friends. Yeah, and again, on the other hand, that is your fear. Your fear is the whole moment of your fear is the society around you, the people around you, those who exist in your life, those who don't exist in your life. Okay, those who don't exist, you're afraid of you being judged by them, and those who exist, you're afraid of losing them or being of fear of getting separation from them, or fear of getting not being able to socialize with them. So that is your basic fear. So this two of cups here, this is the spiritual awakening, symbol for the spiritual awakening. And this could also mean that this is two of cups. So this is all about relationships and partnership. This is your personal relationships with someone special, maybe your girlfriend or your spouse, and these are your friends. So you have fear of losing your friends. So three of cups brings in the energy of friendship, and you fear of creating having some kind of trouble in your friendship. And you also, with the two of cups, it indicates you have fear of being breakup, or fear of not able to balance your relationship. So your fears are actually the relationship fears for the relationships, fear for not be able to having friends around you, or trouble in the friendship, and fear of breakup in a relationship, fear of being judged, the past fear of regrets from the past. So you have basically the fear I find here, the movement of fear is all about the social security. Okay, so what you can do to tackle all these fears. Okay, so first you have to stop thinking about your past, and second thing what you can do is listen to your intuitions, listen to your ancestral messages and guidance. Okay, have the ability to build up trust, to believe the people in your life, the special people in your life and the friends around you. I think you have trust issues, so give them a chance, try. Okay, build up trust, believe, live up to their expectations, don't hurt them. Okay, and be always happy, don't be like a gloomy person like this, sad person like this. If you're sad, show it to your friends. Today I'm sad, friends, today I'm sad. Show it to your loved ones, dear wife or dear baby or honey, whatever. I'm really very sad, I need some space. Okay, give me some space. Can I get back to you? Can we do the get together or party the next day? If you're sad, if you're hurt, let that thing be revealed to your friends and to your loved ones. Okay, and about being judged by the people, see, whatever you do, however you do, people will say something, because that is how the society is. Even if you do bad, they will have some kind of judgment. Even if you do something good, they'll be judgmental. Okay, they'll be never happy. And remember one thing, you cannot make everyone happy around you. It's a task next to impossible. Don't even think of making everybody happy. But yes, of course, those who matters to you, really your friends and your family, trust them and you will get the same thing back. When you start trusting them, you'll get their trust. Okay, so that is how you'll be able to tackle your fear. And let's see the hope card, the sacred card, which has something for you to help in this process, or to help you remove this fear of you. What is that? Let me flip this card. Okay, the moon. Wow, you're very lucky. I must say, you're very lucky. Okay, because you have really good friends and you have really loving people in your family, in your life. You're lucky, and you have to be away, keep social distance with this kind of society, or which poisons you, which pumps you with negative things. Okay, so the moon card, the Chandrama, the moon is the symbol of uncertainty, but in your case, this has brought balance. Can you see? With this David star, with this Shatkorn, it has brought balance in your life, and this card is promising that you will be able to merge with your feminine. That means you will find the love of your life sooner, and this love of your life is very, very, very trustworthy, very, very, very loving, and this love will bring abundance in your life. This love will bring so many new possibilities in your life, new opportunities in your life, and this the perfect other half of your life, which is already there or which is about to get into your life sooner, this love will open the doors for you, so that you will come out of all your fears. You will be able to overcome all your fears very easily. So the help is coming in the form of your love. Okay, so be ready for that. Okay, be ready to receive the abundance, the love, and a motherly figure, because moon is also the image for mother's love. So your mother will support you, or the motherly energy, the strong feminine energy. It could be your elder sister, or it could be some of your friend whom you're very close to. They will help you to come out of this fear. They will bring balance in your life, and they will give you all the positive affirmations, all the positive things which your mind actually needs now. So they will feed you with all good kind of stuff, positive stuff, positive vibration, and your mind will be set into positive frequencies. And one more thing, what I am getting from this card, the immediate just now I got this intuition that you could be also be able to come out of this fearful state of yours, because I understand how much anxiety and stress it has built in your mind. So you can release this, you can cleanse your body, or you can cleanse your anxiety by spending time in this in the moonlight, especially in the crescent moon. Okay, because I can see here the crescent moon. So just sit outside, feel the moon, look at the moon, and take in the divine light of the moon, so that the moon energy will help you to eliminate all these fears of you. As I told you in the beginning, I get very young vibes from the cards. So young people are, bundle of everything. They are bundle of joy, they are bundle of fear, they are bundle of opportunities and everything. So definitely your fears will be removed if you follow what the tarot cards are trying to tell you. Listen to the tarot cards carefully and try to implement what is being told to you, and that way you'll be able to tackle with all your fears. So that is for those who have chosen the last stack or the last fourth pile. So that is how you can come out of your fear. Okay, so that is all about today's reading. So before I wind up today's reading, I want something to be shared with my privileged audience, and that is how much ever we tackle or how much ever people around us help us to come out of our fears, or how much ever we make our inside strong, we try to tackle with our fears, as we have seen in pile 2, I guess. So we decide to tackle with our fears, but the fears are so deeply rooted, and it is impossible to be absolutely fearless, because fear is the basic principle of life. Okay, and if a human could make his or her mind, their mind, fearful, that means you are about to witness the God. Okay, only a fearless mind, only a mind which is free of all fears will be able to witness, will be able to realize the God. And with this, I want to end today's pick a card reading. So I hope you have liked our journey of detecting our fears and tackling our fears. So please do comment in the comment section, and thank you very much for tuning into my channel. Goddess White Tara shall bless us all. Abundance blessings from Goddess White Tara. Thank you. Bye bye.